so last time, if you remember, we were looking at what's called the 5-number summary. You know, we had the quartiles, as they're called. And I think if I remember correctly, we stopped here, the so-called box plot. Basically, with a box plot, I did write down here how you could draw one by hand if you wanted to. I was going to say, but what's nice is, at least with Desmos, we're able to draw one. We don't have to draw it by hand, basically. Desmos has the ability to draw one for us. I did write out the procedures here. And what I also did was I put some screenshots in, as you can see here. You know, I put some screenshots in as well. Okay. Let me just let me see something. Let me just actually pull it up, because the one I have up now is not quite that. Let me see, is this it? This might be it. Oh, great, that's not it either. All right. Well, anyway, that you could actually make a box plot in Desmos. I'm trying to remember where I put the data. Okay, whatever. I guess I have to divide by. All right, whatever. I'll just do it. All right, but basically that's what happens though. So I did put the procedure down, but let me share Desmos to actually illustrate how you do it. Okay, let me just demonstrate how you actually draw, you know, a box plot. Then I'll have you guys actually try as well. Okay, so let me just share it. Here it is, box plot. Hold on, here we go. So I think everyone can see it now. Yep, there it is. Okay. So let me just fix the data, because what I did was I typed the data in as L1. You know, basically what you do is you type the data between square brackets, as it says in my notes. The data I typed in, though, I wanted to divide everything by 10, because otherwise the numbers would be too big. Not by 10, excuse me, by 100. So I'm doing that right now. Fixing the data quickly. There we go. So what I did here was I typed the data in square brackets in this first line here. And then in the next line here, what I want to do is type in, as it says on the as it says in my notes, box plot, like this, parentheses. Then you type in the name of the list, and that's what I'm doing. What I would do also is exclude outliers. See? Make sure that's clicked so you get all the data. That's what we're looking at. So as you can see here, this is actually the data that we get. Oh, this is the box plot, excuse me, that we get. And as it says in my notes as well, so what basically happens is you're drawing the box. It goes from the first quartile to the third. So basically here, the left edge of the box here is the first quartile. The one on the right here, okay, on the right here, that's the third quartile. Actually, let me do it here. This is the right quartile. Remember, we had these quartiles. We had Q1, the first quartile. 25% of the data is smaller than it. Q3, 75% of the data is smaller than it. So this is Q3. The median is here. This is actually where the median is. Okay. Good. And actually, we have these so-called, I think this is why they call it a box and whisker plot. Essentially, what they do is they have these so-called whiskers, I guess. The minimum of the data is over here, the smallest data value. The biggest data value is actually out here. So that's what happens with a box plot. It's just a way of visually seeing the, what do you call it, the 5-number summary. You know, we went over that last time, if you remember. It's just a way of visually seeing it, though. That's really what it boils down to, okay? Good. I mean, they do go a little bit more into it in the book, mostly how to draw it by hand. But again, I don't want to do that, though, for time consideration. So I figured that'd be okay to do. Okay. So I figured what I would do is to have you guys try another. I figured it'd be good to do another five number summary. But instead of having you guys try it, since we're starting the lecture today, I figured it'd be better if we all did it together. So let's just do that, okay? So let me get back to the lecture notes, okay? Okay. I don't remember if I sent these out. I think I did last time. I think everyone has these notes. Okay. All right, so basically I was going to have you guys try it, but instead, let's just do it together. Let me just quickly also show you how to do, what do you call it? How to do the, how to sort the data. How to sort it. Remember, I actually write out the process here, but let me just go through it as well, okay? And I'm pretty confident I did email this to you guys last time, okay? Pretty sure I did. So these notes you should have in front of you, okay? You should have these notes in front of you. But basically what you do with what you can do to sort the data is as follows. So I'm going to do now is go to Google Sheets. Okay. Let me just get to that. Okay. And this data I'm going to type in as well. Let me just do that. Okay. Let me just share the screen as well. That would be smart. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to type in that data, okay? I'm going to type it in. Let me do that. Okay. All right, so wait. We have 10. Actually, wait, you guys have the notes in front of you, don't you? Just want to be sure. Because if not, I can email it to you. All right, good, good. Just want to be sure. So again, I'm typing in the note. I'm typing in those numbers. We have 10. Okay, here, let me minimize this. There we go. We have 10. Then we have 5, 3, and 7. Oh, darn it. Here we go. We have 5, 3, 7, 6, 4, 4. Just typing in the data in one column. Okay. 3298, 11, 14, 16. So as you can see, I typed the data in one column, okay? It's all in one column, but now what I want to do is sort the data, okay? So what I'm going to do is highlight the data, as you can see, highlight it. Then we're going to go to data. It says you could click on sort range if you want. If you do click that, it'll just say sort by column A. You just basically make sure the column you want to sort is the one you highlighted where the data is. You can go A through Z or Z through A. What I actually said to do was this. It's really the same thing. The data is highlighted. You click on data. Then you go to sort range. You want to do A through Z. As you can see, that brings you the smallest to the largest. That's the smallest to the largest, okay? So now that data is sorted. And once you do that, you'll actually get the sorted data as I wrote down, as I have already written in the notes. So let me get back to the notes. Yeah, all right. There we go. There we go. All right, hold on one second. I have that data, I have that sorted already. So this is the data. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get the 5-number summary. Remember, the first thing you have to do is you always have to sort the data first from smallest to largest. That's the first thing you always have to do. Now we have to find the 5 number summary. All right. So the minimum and maximum are easy, especially since we sorted the data. The minimum, that's just 2. The maximum is 16.